Yes, it is now 5 minutes past 10. Good morning. The warriors have arrived. I'm just riffing off of the intro music because it's nice and upbeat and stuff. Yes, it's 5 minutes past 10 here in the morning in South Korea. I would love for you to tell me how you are doing today. My goodness. If you have missed the first time we came back, which was on Tuesday evening, then this is the first time you've seen my face in almost 2 weeks. How wonderful is that? In fact, practically 2 weeks. Yeah. I think like 1 day away from 2 weeks. So if you've not seen the last stream where we did reading analysis, then welcome back to the community. Things have been interesting around here. I can give you a quick recap as to what I've been doing over the last 2 weeks that I can explain to you. I would love for you to do the same. Please make sure that you have a drink in your hand, that you are drinking something and staying hydrated. And how are you treating yourself lately? Have we slacked since I've gone away? Am I the only thing that's getting you to treat yourself well? Because that would be very depressing. I don't want to be the anchor of your mental health, alright? You gotta take care of yourself. I'm watching you. Some of you are like concern cases, you know? It's lovely to see everyone. We have a new copy pasta, which came from last stream. If you've missed that, we did some lovely reading analysis. It was great world building. And yes, as I've said, that a new copy pasta has emerged from its depths. So that only the most embarrassing of the people in the community can continue to debase themselves by pretending to be cool and posting definitions of like a comptometer and of a certain type of wood. So if that's who you are, just know that I look upon you with concern and pity. That should encourage them sufficiently, don't you think? I'd love to know your mental health out of 10, your physical health out of 10. I'd also love to know how your day's been going. Let me know like what you've been up to. I'll let you know what I've been up to, as I've said, in a second. I'm just going to read up on what everyone is saying. Oh, Miss A needs to request some music. Very good, very good. I know, Alex. You always love my royalty-free intro music. Isn't it great? How about I just send you the playlist? I'm gonna copy... Hang on. I'm gonna copy the link. And then I'm gonna go into the community. And I'm gonna post it in Listen to This. For anyone curious about my intro music. And I will tag you so you know where it is. Lovely. I'm a bit more of a horn guy. Cool. Played cornet in 5th grade. Cornet? What an alternative instrument. Are you cool because of it? Did it make you awesome? The cornet, if anyone wants to know, the cornet is like the trumpet's little cousin. It's a little more limited in what it can do, but it sounds okay. Sometimes it can sound a little bit like squeaky, like you're tying an elastic band around a mouse's throat, you know? Then sax in 6th. Oh, boy. Sax isn't a horn, but it's close enough. Saxophone is a woodwind instrument, sir. If everything that had a physical opening at the end was called a horn, almost all instruments would be called horns. A saxophone is probably a horned woodwind. I'm not going to gatekeep, it's fine. But that's cool. My sister played the saxophone as well. I'm goodness, wee bit tired, but shall stick around for Billie, then go become temporarily deceased. Oh, good plan. Good plan. We're gonna do Billie Eilish in a second. We've got 3 songs for you today in the Music Analysis channel. One from Aaron Cheesy, one from Alferg, one from Alex. We're gonna do the Alex one first, and then we're gonna do Alferg. Now, I haven't listened to the songs yet, but I'm pretty sure... I mean, Alex's is Billie Eilish. Shocker. Then, I'm pretty sure that Alferg's one is gonna be punk. Also shocker. And then Arachizi is going to be the one that makes us, like, think deeply about it, you know? It's a band no one's heard of, like, ever. Actually, no, it's true for Alferg as well. Alferg finds stuff that, like, I would not... Like, I've never heard of the name, and I don't think many others have heard of them either. Which I think is a great thing, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here looking for well-known people, right? Because that means copyright. The less well-known, the less likely we'll be, like, flagged. So the more likely we'll be able to listen to the song the whole way through, which is really what I want to do with these songs. 5 minutes past 3. 3 p.m.? 3 a.m.? You woke up at 3 a.m. Is this a normal thing? How do you wake up at 3 a.m. and then stay awake? I would wake up, I mean, God, that sounds tiring. I was sick today, but I feel better now out of 10. Okay. Didn't get to work, though, so that was fun. Yay! I'm very glad you're at home and not at work. Excellent. It's me. I'm a concern case. Ah, the one I was talking... Yes, you've collapsed without me. Whatever shall we do? I mean, I go away for, like... What? Maybe a couple days between streams, and you break your fucking elbow. I'm like, why? What's going on? Like, what, do I need to stream every day now? Is that what needs to happen? I've been prepping the musical for a vinyl pressing. Wow. Writing, good. Reading some great comic books, nice. Been sleeping fairly normally last week or so, and been listening to a load of Linkin Park for no reason. Cool. I'm sure there is a reason, and the reason is that you love it. These little sneaky deprecations, Alex, I need them to slowly wean out of daily speech. So I'm going to call you up on them when they arrive. You love it. What do I love? The copy pastas? I can't say that I do, because then they stop. The people that say them and continue to perpetuate things only do so because they feel that there is there's like some friction against it. If there was no friction and it was truly open, then there goes the joy of posting, you know? Shit posting is only effective if you have the idea that someone else is irritated by it, even if it's a fake irritation. There's no real reason why I've been listening to Linkin Park a load at all. No, nothing to do with them having a resurgence. Yeah, like, the no reason was sarcastic. I understand. Okay, cool. Why do you hate how the royalty-free stuff is good? Like, what do you mean it's not fair? What is that, like, do you feel like you should make stuff like that? Alternate, as if playing trumpet was more common in my school's band at that point. Really? Because trumpet was pretty common here. That's pretty crazy. I'm a horn? I think you need to see a doctor. Based on my definition of a horn. You need to... yeah, that's something that a medical professional should look at. I mean, the only difference between true horns and woodwinds is a reed. Kind of? It's not the only definitional quality. Kind of. The valves work a little bit different in most woodwinds than they do in reeds. In horns. The brass, and also it's called brass, right? You know, like horns is a section of the orchestra, yes, but it's that's usually for things like French horns, because they are literally called the horn. That's part of their name. But but the brass section is very different because, you know, it's made out of brass. Some saxophones are made out of brass as well, it's true, but they are also woodwinds because they have a reed. So you're right that the reed is like one of the main definitional qualities, but it's not, like, there's more. Say what you want about Spotify, but if you use it properly, you can find somewhat more obscure bangers. I love Spotify. I put Spotify on, like... the only thing I'm depressed about is that my money in my South African account is running out for Spotify. And that means that if I don't get my dad to put more money in my account, because he takes care of me, I'm going to have to pay for Korean Spotify, which is double the price of South African Spotify. Like genuinely, it's genuinely double the price. Hewan pays twice as much money for Spotify as I do for the same thing, and we just get the same stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Been meaning to pop some more lesser-known stuff in there. I think I did put one in there forever ago, but I think it got skipped, but oh well. Oh! Got skipped? It might have got skipped because you made too many requests, and I'm trying to split requests between different people so that it's not just, well, we've got one from Alex today, and then another one from Alex today, and then another one from Alex today. Because that would be a little bit weird, you see. So I wouldn't be skipping things on purpose. I either forget that they're there, or I'm trying to, like, spread out a little bit. Beans called in sick tomorrow. Oh, cool. Very nice. I mean, sorry for being sick, but cool for calling in sick. I'm English. Little deprecations are part of my culture. Damn your eyes. No. No. Your culture is whatever you want it to be. You won't get me with your mind tricks, Jedi. The ones where I reverse psychology you into, like, doing exactly what I want you to do? Indeed. You're very good at it. Arachizi works pretty easily, though, as you can see. There's another copy pasta. Okay. Do not have a duo plan on the South African account. So we tried that. We tried to do a duo plan on the South African account, and it was they made us go like, oh, then so where are you? Like, where do you live? And I'm like, South Africa. And where does your partner live? South Africa? And they were like, we don't believe you, so they won't let us do it. That was essentially how it went. Hewan is not South African, so she can't get South African Spotify, which sucks. So, for all of you, for just a couple minutes, if you want to know where I was and what I've been doing, for the last week, I've been focusing on some voice acting stuff. I've been cast in 5 gigs now, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not lending itself very well to the concept of a living or any kind of reliable money, because when I get cast for a gig, it's like someone who's personally funding their own little project in their streaming community, and then they invite me into the Discord, and now I'm part of like 5 more Discords, and it looks like the project is taking off like 1/100th of a day. Jesus, how do I measure that? It's like a tiny piece every week gets released, and like, yeah, we're almost ready for the beginning of the first couple of words of the script, and it's like, okay, this is like a pet project, right? So it's no studio work, is what I mean. It's nothing that can like be a full freelance thing. One of them is a very teeny tiny studio work, so at least there's that. There's a little bit more like turnaround time and a little bit more structure to that one. But with a lot of the other ones, it's just like, I'm doing a personal thing, and therefore it will take ages to come out. So it's nothing like a living is even anywhere close in sight, but it's been fun. The audition process has been fun, and it's been pretty cool to be cast in things, which is what I'm focusing on. So that's quite cool. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. That's very nice of you. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So yeah, I think I think it's quite fun to do that stuff. Or the audition process is fun as well. I get to play like a range of different characters. And there are a couple of bigger roles that are worth like a couple of $100 for doing that I have auditioned for as well. But of course, when the big money auditions get put on the casting board, those are the ones that always get the most people, and so I obviously less chance for being selected, but we'll see. Right now, let me do a check in real time and let's see if I've gotten anything. No, nothing yet. But I was dismissed for one of the roles that I did earlier, which was like a Santa Claus type of role. That was fun. I'm still waiting on the status of 53 other auditions that I've done, which haven't been chosen yet, which is just irritating because the due date was ages ago, and they should really, really put the pedal to the metal. I got like 4 or 5 projects in the pipeline, all of which are miles off. Yeah. One film I'm really excited to do was Shot Forever Ago that I still haven't seen the picture for. I really need to nudge the director about when we were doing that. Yeah, it's like some of that stuff takes ages and then suddenly it's out. Like Fallout London, right? I was in it for a year. I worked on it for a year. And then they were delayed for literally like 6 months where we heard like, oh, when is it happening? I don't know. When is it happening? I don't know. And then suddenly it was like, oh, we're dropping in a week. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a very like, I mean, I'm aware of how show business works. I know that it's very hurry up and wait because I have that experience. But still not a reliable way to make a living, I think. Still, which is unfortunate. Pet Foolery Insta had a call for VAs. Oh, really? Interesting. I will send me the video. I will give it a look. There's another studio that my other friends sent me for auditions as well, which is very nice. I love that my friends are being supportive. It's very heartwarming. Yeah. As for the rest of what I've been doing, it's I've been allowing myself to play video games, which is something that I always, especially off stream, just being on my own and chilling. I've lost the fun aspect of that because I always think that I could be doing something else, and because there's always something else to do. There's always an unfinished project, and I always make myself feel like a little bit bad for playing a game. So this week I really focused on like enjoying and playing a lot of games, and I finished a whole game like last week, which was fun. And then I'm starting... Oh, I went back into Skyrim VR, which was cool, because now that we finished our 3 months of absolute hellish heat, and we're now actually going through a cold front, which feels weird. The weather being cold and not needing the aircon for everything is a very, very strange sensation. Truly, truly is. So yeah, I might be able to wear longer shirts nowadays, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, but I did VR again. That was a lot of fun. So I've been really immersing myself in that. It's been great. The UK TV industry is currently collapsing under its own weight because our economy just can't afford to produce our single biggest support. And yet US productions will parade over here and shoot Avengers. Crazy. Crazy. It's starting to chill out here too, and I don't like it. Wearing a dressing gown feels weird. It's so... I find it actually insane how quickly it's happened. It's pretty crazy. May, good morning. Or good evening to you. How is school? And without further ado... Oh, the last thing I've been doing is making maps. Making maps. It's been a ride. I've been doing like writing and stuff. That's been quite fun. And map making and world building, and I've been enjoying that step of the creative process. Cold weather, best weather. Ash! Hello! I'm glad that you are here. Okay. Right. Here we go. Is MJ one of the new map men? Map men. School was great, but we had a power outage this afternoon for a second. Ooh. Oh no. For a second. So it was only quick, right? So I come from a country where power outages are very normal. We don't have enough electricity for the whole country all at once. So sometimes we take power off some places, like a whole city, for a second, and then it comes back on again. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Alrighty. Is everyone ready for some music analysis? We're gonna go into some big ol' screen sharing. Yeah, baby. Right. Let me make that screen nice and big, because we all know how much you like it big. So, we're gonna go here. Just make more electricity. Yeah, you would think that they would know to do that, but they don't. So, the first track we have to listen today is Billie Eilish, and this is a track called Skinny. It's from the same album as the last Billie Eilish song we listened to, which was L'amour de ma vie? Yes, I think so. And it was a lot of fun. It had a real like rave breakdown at the end, which was very very entertaining. And this time, hopefully, we're here for some just classic Billie Eilish goodness. So we're gonna see what this gives us today. But for now, please sit back and relax. So the first thing we're gonna do, as always, the first thing we do is listen. We try and listen to it all the way through, and if that doesn't work, then we oh, hold on a second. Oh, I'm moving it around. I'm not. There we go. There we go. And if that doesn't work, if we get copyrighted, then I listen to it like in sections. All right. So I'm gonna make a quick check of that. For the rest of you, please sit back and enjoy some Billie Eilish. Very good. Only Billie Eilish song I've listened to is Lunch. Munch. That's me. Lunch. Oh, it's that one. Yeah. Okay. Just make a bunch of those potato battery thingies. We did those in school. It's not that hard. Yes, a city-sized potato battery, indeed. If I'm not heard, I might make this the last time coming back. What do you mean? What's going on? What's the, what did you, I mean, did people, I mean, people are saying hi. Like, what's the problem, my dear? Anyway. Here we go. This is Billie Eilish, and the name is Skinny. BB, a new viewer. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are about to analyze some music. You're just in time. Here we go. Okay. It's a good start. It's a very good start. Oh, gotta love those riffs. Fell in love for the first time. Nice. With a friend, it's a good sign. Oh boy. Off when I feel fine. 21 took a lifetime. People say that lovely little subtle upward movement. Oh. But the old me is still me, and maybe the real me, and I think she's pretty. Me too. Billie Eilish, you were always pretty. And I still cry. Wow. The accompaniment is just working so well to do its job, to accompany the vocals. That is such a lovely, smooth drum beat at the back. Very subtle, but you can hear it. mean, is she wrong though? She's not wrong. Oh, in that full voice. I love it when she goes to full voice. Oh, the riffs, the runs. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. It wouldn't be this Billie Eilish album without a genre change, would it? Like it appears there's one in every track so far. Longer violins, the guitar moves away, the drum moves away. It's just like it's a ballad now. Yeah, it's a ballad. Moving up in sixths, which is compound third harmony. Very good stuff. Now they're in unison. Rising bass to meet the harmonies. Jeez. Oh. Oh. And really, that's the end? You're gonna tease me? You're gonna tease me like that? Really? Ah, can't believe you've done this. Can't believe you've done this. Okay. That glisten to the top note gets me every time. It's a false, like, she sort of experiences... She makes you think she's going to go down, and then she goes all the way up. It's great. It's great. The brushes in the back just giving some kind of drive and introducing the concept of drums really subtly. Yeah, so what Alex means by brushes is when you literally are playing the snare drum with a brush. There's, it's like a frayed type of drumstick, and it makes a very soft sound. And a lot of snare techniques involve either playing the brush on the snare or like brushing it, literally like moving it in the snare and like around it, making a circle with it. So yeah, it's great. It's very effective, and it's very effective at creating like a soft background sound. When those drums come in, it's such a, it provides foundation as drums should. So there is that percussive foundation, but it's also it's also so subtle. There's a bass at the beginning. There's no hi-hat. It's just kind of a soft backbeat that is almost not there. It really, like, the whole album is this underwater vibe, right? I mean, she's underwater. There's this drowning feeling. A lot of her songs are very serious. They talk about like her and how she's feeling mentally and things like that. And a lot of that is like, a lot of that is depicted very effectively in these songs instrumentally. So the instruments will also have the instruments will also have that Jesus Christ, my words, that kind of description as well. Yeah. There's ad-libs in the back. Dude, she's the queen of runs, dude. I love her runs. So there's also a section here where she moves. So Billie Eilish, you know her very well. You're quite familiar with her sound already, and she is very good at this kind of sound here. I'll show you here. This. That's perfect. That is a classic Billie Eilish, right? That's classic Billie Eilish stuff, and her tone of voice, and then here, like right here, I think, yeah, right here she goes into full voice. It changes the whole color of her voice. She gets much more like there's a whole kind of different emotional response to it from her regular like gentle falsetto stuff. Like it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, very cool. Those strings are playing the chorus of the last song on the album. Yo, crazy. That's so interesting. That's what, so it was it leading, is this the penultimate song? Is she leading into the last song? Okay. She's always the one doing this. Oh, like Billie here? Yeah. Like she has this amazing, she has this amazing grasp of like how to tug on heartstrings and stuff. Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, this is the transition to lunch. Interesting. Interesting transition. Okay. Yeah. Nice. May, I don't really know what your issue is. If you could communicate it very clearly and openly so that I can truly listen to it and understand the problem. As far as I know, when you are when you say things, people are not expected to always reply all the time. Sometimes chat moves quite fast. Sometimes it's out of the topic and we're going to stick to what's going on here. and it's okay. You don't have to like we like to keep expectations quite light here, you know. Her kind of breathy falsetto is just delish, indeed. Itches the brain perfectly and makes those moments when she goes full hits so much so hard. Yeah, 100%. This is the first song on the album. This goes into lunch, and then those strings are teasing the last song, Blue. Ah. Oh, okay. So Blue is the last song of the thing. Okay. Okay, cool. And now we're retracting messages. Okay. I don't know what's going on, all right? But I like, just take a second if you need it, all right? I'm genuinely just asking for what's going on. That's it. Exactly what Tater said. I'm looking for clear communication. I'm not looking for side comments. I'm also not looking for targeting other people in chat. I'm looking for you to fully communicate what's going on. If there's a problem, we talk about it and we sort it out. That's how we do it here. All right? So please openly and honestly communicate. And then we can deal with it. But if you don't, we can't. So that's really all there is, unfortunately. Okay, so other things that I really like about this. The message seems to be like, I mean, she's falling in love. This is the obvious part. But then it talks about how like her falling in love has a public perception, right? And like, is it... She talks a lot about how the internet perceives her, and she talks a lot about how here people say I look happy just because I got skinny. Damn, I mean that's crazy. But the old me is still me. There's a lot of both direct and indirect like, because there's like direct and indirect messaging of like how the internet perceives her and things like that. Yeah, I think, hold on a second. Yeah, never did you wrong. But it's still, is she talking to the internet in the second part? Like, I'm confused about the messaging, but it looks to be an allegory of maybe falling in love and letting those expectations kind of infect, you know? Yeah. The fact people are saying when she was 17 too, yeah, it's insane. That's absolutely insane behavior. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. The music itself. Let me see if I can find something else that jumped out at me. Let me see. Yeah, let me go into the drums when the drums come in. Hold on. Hang on, I think it might be here. Oof. that first bass, the first kick bass is just. What I love about it is that it's not loud and overbearing. It's just this underpinning kind of, and it just sort of sits there. Listen to it again. Let's let it warm up. Whew. It's lovely. Not in your face. Very subtle. There's one thing I love about the production of this music and the production of these songs. It is, it's that, it's that it's subtly made. It's like, it's very like, it's never overbearing. It's this very easy to listen to. It's sometimes softly muted as well. It creates this very like interesting emotional color to it. Yeah, very nice. The run is so good. I'm still waiting for those big drums to come in. Oh, there you go. Okay, hold on. So that's what the snare is doing. But you can just barely hear it. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. The way I've read this is that she's talking about how the internet has perceived her and the parasocial bond people have with her and expectations on her visually and musically. That's the one element of it anyway. That's what I feel. I feel that there is there's a big parasocial vibe to this, and how everyone is everyone has an opinion on a celebrity, right? So I watched a video the other day actually about how what we do to celebrities is when someone becomes very famous and when someone becomes a celebrity, we do something very interesting and very concerning, is that they cease to become, they are in a sense both the pinnacle of an individual as we see them, but then they are also, what they represent is an entire idea. So whatever they're selling, whatever their brand is, they become that. So they become both the hyper individual and they completely lose their individuality entirely as a celebrity. And that losing individuality means that we see them as an individual, like as a person, like, oh look, it's X celebrity, it's Billie Eilish, or as Alex says, it's Chaperone, or whatever celebrity is going through it right now. We see them as like, yeah, that's the person, that's them, right? But then when it comes to like them as an idea, we don't actually see them as an individual. It's actually quite the opposite. We see them as just this representation of something, and that lets us put some incredibly weird things onto them. Like we can expect things of them, and we trust them for things, and we want to listen to them for things because they embody what their brand is, and we forget how corporate it really is because it is the music industry. And unfortunately, it's the people that are the most real about their craft and about their production and about their brand, like Billie Eilish and Chaperone, that are the ones that get the worst of that. 100%, they get the worst of it. Not those two people out of everyone, but you know what I mean. Like, it's those type of artists, it's those type of famous people, the types of famous people that are actually interested in, doing what they love in their craft, and not interested in like, speaking out about other things that they don't have, business speaking out about. They prefer to focus on the craft, and then you'll get like someone like Chaperone, who's come out recently and very frustratingly gone, fine, I'll talk about this, and I think that it's the ones that really want to focus on what they're doing with their music and with their, like I said, with their craft and things they make. that are the ones that are the most easily ridiculed, the most easily made like parasocial icons. And it's just weird, man. It's weird behavior. A lot of people are very, very weird with celebrities. And it's strange to see, like, people you could imagine, like, someone who you think is entirely normal, and then around a celebrity that they particularly like or admire or like sometimes even idolize, they will turn into a whole different person. It's crazy. It's it's very strange. Like, yeah. So and this is all under the sort of umbrella of what we call parasocial behavior. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And I know that this is what the song is referring to. So yeah. And I think, yeah, there's not much musically that I could say about this except like how much I like it and how good the production value is. I was trying to go into details, but I'm finding very little to talk about. It's fine. We don't force it. It's okay. Yeah, we need more celebs to act like chaperone. People need to realize how weird they are with celebs. Yeah, I think it's really cool that she's muting her comments. Like, she doesn't let people comment. She's just like, this is my thoughts and that's it. I don't care what you have to say. I think that's cool. It's fine. Yeah. The production on this album is insane. A lot of the songs have such sparse open production. Really lets Billie's voice shine, creates an amazing atmosphere within the soundscapes. Yeah. This is cool. Great text. Thanks for filling in where my music analysis brain is trying to conflict with my chat conflict resolution brain. Hey chat, how are we doing? Did people leave? Are people since they assume I'm causing trouble here? Bro, no one's assuming anything. What do you mean? Like, literally no one. No one assumed a damn thing. I think by you calling out specific people in the community, you're kind of making them a little bit uncomfortable. And I think that's the result of that. No one's assuming a thing. I genuinely ask for communication. And if you are to assume that means that I'm trying to start a fight or trying to like look for conflict or anything, then that's on you. I think I would really love to know what's going on, but if you don't tell me, I can't help. And so we move on. And that's really how it works. And I'm not here to yeah. I mean, I thought you left, to be honest. So interesting that you're still here. Are you ready to communicate yet? Or are we still going to are we just moving on? I'm happy to move on too. But whenever you're ready, feel free to tell me what's wrong. And if there's nothing wrong and you're just in your feelings right now and you're just feeling like everything's a little overwhelming, that's totally fine too. Everything is very chill here. Very open, very comfortable. We try to look after people here. Still here, just don't have anything to say. No, well, I was less talking about you. And if you can't find anything all good, this probably isn't a great one for breaking down. I can think of a few more in here that'd be better on here. No, it's fine. Don't worry. Like, don't take it that way at all. That's not what I said. I meant like it's a great song to listen to. But other than like the various elements that I'm looking at and being able to break down, then that's it. Yeah. No. Guys, it's fine. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to be like super active all the time. It's okay to just listen. I'm totally fine with like being in the background and stuff. When I ask if people left, it's just because there was a little bit of discomfort in chat. That's all. It wasn't about the analysis. Oh my God, Joe Thomas, hello, welcome again. I love Skinny. It has R&B influence and jazziness to it. You're right. It's super cool. I love how they mix genres a lot and they kind of bring little elements of different things into the songs that they make. Billy and Phineas I'm talking about. It's so cool. Very, very, very cool. Yeah. So that was Skinny by Billie Eilish. We move from our first request all the way into our second request, which is the song, of course, that is that is very interestingly named, requested by Alferg. This is called Canadian Softball. Now, again, I don't know anything about this. I'm assuming it's going to be punk. I also love that all the albums that Alferg brings us have album art that is the pinnacle of anything can be an album cover. That we're just pointing things at random stuff and taking a photo and making it look Polaroid, and there you go. There's the album cover. I like that. I also like that Alferg has totally fully engaged with his inner brain rot. as we learn about a song for Ohio, and we learn that Ohio is in fact for emo kids, and not anything to the tune of Skibbity. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. So thank you, Alferg, for your request. I'm sure this will be fun. This is Canadian Softball by Ohio is for emo kids by Canadian Softball. Let's give it a listen. And it's probably not well known enough for us to not have copyright with it. So let's give it a full listen all the way through. It's punk. Oh, the fast snares. Very nice. Blink 182 drums. Wait. What's happening? We're mixing tempos. Wait. This is so good! It's a parody of like a lot of different other emo songs. That's why the tempo's changing. This is fantastic. Yes! Evanescence! Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Hey, on the whole song is just a parody of like different other songs. There was Panic in there, there was Paramore, there was Evanescence, there's Linkin Park. Oh! I said 10:30, I cannot drive, I do not own a car. I need somebody to pick me up and drive towards Torrance. Take me there. We gotta miss reverse the last. We gotta miss reverse the last. Let's go! Caught in the traffic jam. There it is! There it is! Caught in a traffic jam. Every second we waste is more than I can take. Oh! Jesus!
That is it. You're grounded.
I'm gonna do it. Where's my straightener? I'm getting on my And I will never leave.
This is so good.
PC for PC with me. Will you offer R less than 3? I'm getting on my.
Oh,
And I will
MySpace.
never leave. Will you please?
Wow.
PC for PC.
Oh. Oh, Hot Time Breakdown. Yes. 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 Oh my God. Wow. So good. Whoo! Oh my God. Oh.
This song is too long.
Oh my God. What an absolute banger. Alfred, this is the best one you've requested. This is your best request yet. That was so good. Okay. So, let me talk about the art of parody. All right? The art of parody is tough. It's tough because almost all the time parody is cringe. Just incredibly and invariably cringe. All right? Do you guys remember the age of parody? Like late 2000s, early 2010s YouTube, that kind of parody, right? That was my childhood. I grew up where every single pop song needed a parody. It needed someone to like make fun of someone. Now, usually, unfortunately, there were a lot of parodies that weren't just cringe. They were also like offensive and like calling certain types of people weird and like that kind of stuff, right? So, it's almost invariably super cringy to parody something, right? However, there's a reason for that because it's an art form. To fully and correctly understand the parody genre and to get it right in a way that doesn't cringe but actually like pays homage but is also funny, that is the art. That's the skill. And of course it depends. Everyone's line is different. As I've said, I'm never going to be objective about something because objectivity in art is stupid and pointless. So rather, I would say things like, when it comes to talking about the way that makes us feel, because everything there is subjective. When it comes to like, this song has a trumpet in it, that's objective, and that's we can talk about facts in the piece, in the song. But when it comes to how we feel about it and our interpretations, that's all completely subjective. So rather, the skill of parody, everyone has a line of where that is. Everyone's like, yeah, I love, oh God, what was his name? Like Bart Baker or something? Like there was a really, really famous parody artist or whatever. And like, do you love the Lady Gaga Poker Face parody? Like, I love that. I think it's awesome. And some people think that's cringe as hell. And their line is different. But the point is that the line still exists for everyone. The line from really good parody that understands and pays homage and is also really good and funny to the parody that is incredibly cringe. For example, Weird Al Yankovic is probably the parody king in the world, just in like Western pop music, and a lot of his songs, in my opinion, are swing and a miss. But a lot of his like really hit the nail on the head. I think my favorite parody of his is so clever, shows a real knowledge of the source material, and that is the Phantom Menace American Pie parody. If you haven't listened to that, you should. It's absolutely amazing. It's not cringe at all. I love it. And it's cringe in like if it is cringe, it's cringe in like the funny way. I think it's great. It's like, that's my take from it. This is right up there with like an emo song mix up and parody. This is right up there. So it's a big intro talking about the art of parody. All that to say, Canadian softball gets it right, in my opinion, like with no notes. There was a wonderful, wonderful grasp of the concept and art form that is parody. Parody is a showing of something. It is, remember, the art of parody is noticing patterns of human behavior and then making commentary on them in a humorous way. That's parody. It's a little bit of mockery, but it's not meant to be mean. And you don't get any mean vibes from this song, right? It's just a good song. It's a really, really well-made song. We're going to get into the musicality of it in a second and how the tempo changes all the time as they move towards different songs. Because song choice in a medley is also very important when you switch up like that. But parody as an art form is meant to be a commentary on human behavior. So in this, it is a parody of it's a parody of emo songs, and they're like, yeah, all these emo songs have like very similar vibes. So they all have the same voice, they all have the same musical style. So I'm gonna stitch them together, and the only thing they have is different tempos. So we're gonna pick these carefully, put them in the right order, and it'll be a great song. And it is a great song. It's freaking great. And there are so many songs that sound so similar with their like musical patterns that bands like this, who have such a self-awareness of that genre that they're in, will then make something like this, and it'll be so successful. I think this is a wonderful idea of parody. Now, bear in mind, parody is not always human commentary on like human patterns of behavior. Like the Weird Al Yankovic song that I mentioned earlier, the Phantom Menace, like American Pie one. That's just the plot of the Phantom Menace set to American Pie, which is just funny, right? It's just funny. That's great parody in a completely different sense. But in this sense, it's the human behavior and patterns kind of parody that we're looking at. Okay, so first of all, not only is it a great grasp on the concept of parody, but it is also a medley, which is a collection of different songs all stitched together. Now, medleys are difficult. They are very, very difficult. For one reason. There's one reason why medleys are very, very difficult to compose, and that is transitioning. To transition from one song to the next requires a smoothness that you need to be really, really on the ball with if it's not gonna sound very disjointed. You need to, like, first of all, the song that comes before needs to lead into the song after, or you need to make it lead into the song after with something else. The song that comes after must feel like a natural kind of a natural transition from the first song, right? It's really difficult to make a good medley. And these guys, you can hear some of the transitions are a little bit wonky, but for the most part, it's actually great. So like, listen, like we didn't even, the first time we heard it, right? I'll let you know when the first transition comes in, and you tell me if you noticed it the first time, because I didn't. I thought we were still listening to the same song. It was great. So here we go. Sick. And that's it. Perfect. It's perfect. Smooth. If you don't know that the intro is My Chemical Romance, I think it's I'm Not Okay, then this is perfect. It's part of the song. But then it moves into something else. So, like, even the chord progression, right? Same key. So they take the intro, right? The chord progression of the intro, they take it and they let the chords follow on, and you want it to do this. Here, hang on. And you want it to be a chord up here, da da da. That's the chord that you want. But there's another chord that still has that note, It's this chord, da 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 da. That chord is, it, in musical terms, if you want to be a theory nerd about it, it's the sixth chord of the same key, right? Instead of the first chord of the same key. By going to chord 6 instead of chord 1, you've created an interrupted cadence, which is another big theory nerd term for transition good. Transition make musical theory sense. All right, so there are words in theory to describe how this transition is wonderful, even beyond you just hearing it and thinking, wow, that's really cool. Because your brain is literally expecting something. And the fact that it goes into the minor sixth is also what your brain might have been expecting as well. It's just a little bit different. So it's a perfect transition. These are the kind of perfect transitions that I talk about when I talk about medleys and how they need that transition. Yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's a good that I ate the part of me that cringes. Wait, do you not cringe anymore? Yeah, mean-spirited parody.you. Yeah, 100%. Weird Al was the cream of the parody crop. Mm-hmm. Bart Baker's the worst. Yes. Bart Baker is the worst. Like now, but when I was a kid, he was probably the worst then too. And I loved it because I was a sheltered little white kid who was totally fine with like offensive stuff. And I didn't realize any of that. And I think it shows the kind of different, like how far we've come in the last 10 years alone is crazy. Like I would never listen to the stuff that I listened to back then. Like I think that's cringe. I cringe at me from the past for listening to that kind of shit. It's crazy. Oh, when you said Blink 182 drums, I was like, yep. Because it's literally Blink 182! Oh, that's so good. The kids and I made a Christmas medley. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. Okay. I hate transitioning between related ideas, never mind entirely unrelated ideas. Yeah, transitioning is hard. It's a tough thing. It's really, really tough. There's one transition that is rather abrupt, but they still make it work. I know the one you're talking about. It's the one near the end. I think we had the same idea. It's like, I think it's when they went from entirely different tempos as well. We'll get there. Maybe I'll listen to it again because this is really, really good. There's one transition that is rather abrupt. Oh, sorry, I read that already. I kind of twigged the intro was familiar, but thought it was a reference or unintentional rather than it is I'm Not Okay. Yeah. And then you hear this. And then you hear this. And then you're like, wait, that's Fall Out Boy. What's going on? Been looking forward to my visit to the mall. I love how, if you pay attention to the lyrics are just a regular person in Ohio just listening to emo music. That's the name of this song. This song is a musical representation of an Ohio emo kid. That's the vibe. And that's the message, basically. And it's basically like, it's parodying, the content of parody is a regular person listening to emo songs while they go about their regular, completely non-emo day. Like, they're not emotionally unstable at all. I mean, they might be, I don't know. But, like, they've got emo vibes inside, but the outside doesn't match the inside because their life is, like, very normal. And that's true of a lot of emo fans. Like, a lot of emo fans have a life that is, you would consider very normal, but on the inside, they don't feel like the life really matches their insides, you know? And then they listen to, like, stuff like this as a way to, like, escape from the regular monotone and the rhythm and to, like, but also not just as an escape, but also to, like, just as, like, a fantasy. There's a lot of reasons why people listen to emo stuff. And it might not be that they're emo on the outside as well, you know? Like, I was never, like, quote-unquote emo or goth or whatever. And I loved this kind of music. I loved it. It's very cool. I think it was when it reached Panic at the Disco that I finally clocked. Same. When I listened to this, I was like, wait, is this just a like, are they copying Fall Out Boy? And then they moved into Panic. And I was like, okay. In major keys, the 6th chord of the key is the first chord of the relative minor 2, so it functions as a soft key change. Yes, indeed. So, but also, I mean, if you're taking it away from like the technical jargon, there are 3 notes that make a chord. 3 notes. Da da da. Ba-dum. 3 notes that make a chord, and 2 of the 3 notes that make one chord are the same 2 notes that make another chord. It's just the 3rd note is different. That's what makes chords like very close together and stuff like that. It's that they have almost exactly the same notes as each other. They sound the same except for like one minor difference. I love that they used a different set of notes to throw off the trail of what they're doing. Yeah. That as well. So they kind of like, they know that they're sort of deceiving you, you know? Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, me walking around Tesco with Matt Healy shredding his voice about dragons in my ears. Yes, exactly. Oh, you're going to bed? I mean, I would love to read what you said before, but you took him away, so... But good night. All right, so I'm going to listen to this one more time, and we'll, and we're gonna see. Give me a second. Okay, when these come in, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this one more time with you guys, and we're gonna see if we can pick out some of the transitions. All right, see if you can pick them out. I want you to use chat right now, and when you see the transition, if you can call what the song is, then point it in. It's not about timing. It's about understanding what is transitioning into what. So we start with My Chemical Romance, all right? That's something we all know. Then we move into Fall Out Boy, and then I think we move into Panic. But we'll get there. I want you guys to see how many you can pick up on, all right? And I'll see how many I can pick up on as well, because I'm not familiar super with a lot of the emo artists, but I just like the songs as well. So if I know a song, I'll know it. I might not know the name though. When we get to a transition, I'll pause if I don't know it, but we're gonna try and see if we can get them all. Okay, little fun challenge. Here we go. Okay, this is MCR. I'm Not Okay. All right. I love these drums, dude. It's actually it's a good skill for the band as well, by the way. It shows their repertoire is really good too. All right, so this is MCR. And then we move into Fall Out Boy. What is it? Let the Good Times Roll. It was Fall Out Boy. Thanks for the memories. Yeah. Inside a Hot Topic, dude. I need the lyrics, man. I need the lyrics. It's so good. Can we? I'll do it later. Okay, Panic. What's what's the name of this Panic song? This is I Write Sins Not Tragedies. That's it. Ooh. Okay, I don't know this one. At all. You gotta help me. I don't know this one. Okay, so that's another transition. This is a completely different song. I don't know this one either. So there's one unknown after Panic, and then I don't know this one either. So we'll listen to it a little bit more. Another transition. I don't know this one. Another transition. Oh, The Cure. This is The Kill. Not The Cure. It's The Kill. It's Jared Leto's band. It's Bury Me. Yeah. Dairy Queen. Ooh. So I know that one. It's familiar, but I don't. It's familiar, but I don't know. Yeah. It's familiar, but I don't know it. I don't know it. The 30 Seconds to Mars thing, Jared Leto band. It was 30 Seconds to Mars, but I don't think 30 Seconds to Mars, like... Oh, it was... it was The Kill. It was The Kill that did... It was 30 Seconds to Mars. I thought The Kill was the name of their band. I thought they had an old name. Yeah. Anyway, challenge continues.
It doesn't matter what they say.
Also don't know.
Listen to Paramore.
Maybe Paramore. Maybe this is Paramore. Halftime breakdown is so good for this transition. I don't know this one either. Okay, so interestingly, just rhythmically, we moved from a halftime breakdown now into a double breakdown, which is just super cool. They really have musical knowledge. I'm loving this. Also don't know this one. I'll do some heroin. Me talking about how it's just a person's normal life in Ohio, you know. Evanescence. Iconic. Another transition. And I feel like I should know this, but I don't. Another transition. Oh, there's Blink. There's Blink. This one. What's this? What's this one? This one really got me. Woo! Yeah, there we go. There's Linkin Park. Am I a mainstream emo fan? Do I not understand? Do I not know the subtle ones? Do I know like Panic and Linkin Park and Evanescence, like, and Fall Out Boy and Blink and MCR? Like, what is the? Like, I feel like my esoteric knowledge is pretty low for emo music, but I know a lot of the bands that made like mainstream stuff. Am I a basic fan? Am I basic? Am I a basic bitch? Am I basic? No mistake to make. Caught in a traffic jam. Oh, okay. This was the one that was a little bit weird, but you can't avoid it, right? Because it's a completely different tempo. But you see, like, it's a 4/4. And then you have to go, like, a lot slower. So that's a little bit of a weird one. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh. That was Green Day, wasn't it? That felt like Green Day. That definitely gave me Green Day vibes. And I don't know the song, I just felt like it was Green Day vibes. Wow. Everyone here calling me a fake fan. Thank you. Thank you so much for gatekeeping. I'm not sure how much of the emo music made it to South Africa. We're pretty good with, like, punk rock, like classic rock and stuff. But, yeah, I don't think it was as big as it was anywhere else. AFI Miss Murder. Ooh, cool. Cool, cool. Tater's coming in. Very nice.
Is it? You're grounded.
I'm gonna do it. Where's my straightener? I'm getting on my space.
Okay, what's this?
And I will never.
I don't know this one.
Will you please? PC for PC.
Oh, that was Beans? Okay, Beans is an emo head? Okay, sick.
I'm getting on my space.
I don't know why Beans does strike me as an emo head. Oh! Nice! Another transition? I don't know these ones. Another halftime breakdown. Yes. Woo! Such good musical knowledge, man. They know this genre so well. Is this MCR again? Okay, cool. So they're kind of... They started with My Chemical Romance and now they're ending with My Chemical Romance. Okay, sick. This does sound like them as well. No, this isn't Black Parade. Oh, so good. So good. Dude, wait for the... I love these endings. Wait for the end.
This song is too long.
Nah, we can't do another one. The song is too long already. It's fine. Oh, it's so good. I think that's the abrupt because I was thinking of it earlier, but it still just works. It works. It takes you like maybe a couple seconds, but that's the only transition in the whole song that made me go, because it's a completely different tempo. That's it. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. So. Yes, I know what they were trying to do. The vibe is like, the main artist was basically like, let's do another song. And then it was like, it was too long anyway. Yeah. This is very Ohio of them. Indeed. Very skibbity. God. Duke Dennis approves. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, goodbye, Alex. Have a wonderful day. Have a good sleep. That was wonderful. Yeah, so not only, just to recap, not only a truly wonderful understanding of... truly wonderful understanding of the art of parody, but also a really, really good musical understanding of the genre that they're talking about, and a sense of humor. Really, really funny. Really funny. So yeah, I love this. I love this song. It's really, really good. I also thought I heard a slur in there that I kind of just sort of slid smoothly past, but I don't know if it's in there ironically or not. So we're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. We're gonna move it to the side. Why is there no top? Oh, that's true. Why would they not? Man, 21 Pilots is like princes of the emo scene, man. They're super emo. No, I think the reason they don't have 21 Pilots is because they're... Wait, how long has 21 Pilots been around? Because it felt like they were doing 80s, or like 80s and 90s, the emo scene from then. Like, is 21 Pilots... 21 Pilots came out quite recently, right? Well, recently in like the last 20 years. They were formed in 2009. Right. So... Yeah, I think they're a little too new for what they were trying to go for. They were going for like 90s, turn of the 2000s kind of vibes. Yeah. There's a list on Reddit. Beans just found it. I'll toss the link in the Discord. That's sick. Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, Top is a 2010 emo band. Yeah. 21 Pilots is like one of everyone's favorite bands. Oh, very cool. I like them too. Ironic quantum slurs. Yeah, it's in a song we like, so we just kind of... Oh, that's so good. All right, everyone. We're going to move on. That was Ohio is for Emo Kids by Canadian Softball. Nostalgia at its best. This is the new best emo song. Everyone loves it. Very cool. And we're going to move on to Aracheezy's one, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the most musically destroying one, as in like soul destroying. It'll probably be the most emotionally deep as well. And it'll come out of nowhere. It'll be musically ambiguous. I can't wait. It'll be an Aracheezy classic. It's going to be great. I love that you guys have such like out there music tastes. I think it's awesome. Ohio is for... I want to look for the lyrics quickly just to confirm what I already knew. Can I... Oh, I'm playing that on Spotify. Give me a second. Yep, I was right. Oh, no. It's we got to treat it like a quantum slur. Sorry. Why are you setting such high expectations for me? Because that's who you are. We love to make you uncomfortable. Isn't that how it works? Okay. Here we go. This I don't know anything about this. This is called Inkpot Gods. It's by a group called The Amazing Devil. And I'm going to be honest, I mean they're right. The devil is amazing and he does amazing things. I'm sure we've made lots of people feel very nice. The name is a reference to one of the songs being used in the song. Oh, really? Like Ohio is for emo kids. Is it one of the songs in there? That's pretty cool. Alrighty. Let's give this a listen. It is Inkpot Gods by The Amazing Devil. Oh. Yes. Husband-wife duo. Acoustic guitar. Oh Wonder, Lumineers, they're not really a husband-wife duo, Of Monsters and Men. This is the same vibe. Same vibe. Husband and wife guitar duo. That's what it feels like. Oh! Yes! Yes! Folk elements, baby! Hell yeah. Love this. Very cool. Good choral harmonies.
Oh, what these aren't tears. It's just the rain that wasn't brave enough to fall.
Cool.
And what they hear isn't laughter after all. It's just your voice learning for once to stand up tall.
Nice.
When the rain came down,
Husband-wife combo.
To the dark. Please let her live just one more day. Cause she is so much more than all her scars. And if she doesn't have the will, but it seems the whole world does, I'll stay. Because I will be the man my father never was.
Oh! Yes! I told you this would emotionally destroy me.
What you hear is not silence. It's just the trees waiting to hear what next year.
Yo! Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you hear is not silence. It's just the trees waiting to hear.
Yes!
What you
So
see
good.
is not the dark. It's just the gods upturning inkpots because they know what you'll become.
So cool, man.
And to those gods I will speak bluntly. We've had a chord if you ever touch your harp.
Celtic melodies, dude. Celtic harmonies. Very cool. Got that folk vibe. Woo! This is so good, dude. Oh, this hits, man. So we've got like shouting harmonies, which is very folk, very Irish Celtic folk.
And I can hear her sing.
Like almost yodeling as well. They have understanding of folk music, like the guitar folk, they know how to use silence.
I can hear him break.
Ooh!
And he doesn't understand.
Oh, yes! Good harmony.
Wish that I could take his hand, but where I'm going is for me and me alone.
And I can hear her sing. If I don't make it
Nice.
back from where I've gone, just know
Nice.
I loved you all along.
Little thirds harmonies all the way up and down. Love it.
Don't make it back from where I've gone, just know I loved you all along.
Oh. I'm really, really enjoying this. It's building slowly. You can hear it. There's one thing I'll focus on later. I'll tell you about it when the song ends. Good. Building again. Why is it building? Now we're hearing a little bit more violins in the top. playing unison with the voices. It's a little bit. It's just a little bit. One more. More unison melodies. Here we go. We're building. This is more Celtic folk vibes, guys. More folk. And again. Higher vibes. Violin comes in again. It's not meant to like have a bass drop. It's just meant to just wrench more emotions out from you. And then it slowly pulls away. It's not meant to have a bass drop. It's just meant to draw more out of you, meant to make you like move like that, you know? They fake out the fade out. And they end with open fifth melodies instead of open thirds. So we work with open thirds. I've been flashbanged. Hi. So we end with open fifths, which gives a much more tribal feel, a much more like Celtic folk feel. I'm gonna come back to Celtic. I don't know if they are like Celtic ethnically, but that's what it feels like. It feels like Irish folk music, but like with a slightly more Western tinge to it. There's They do open fifth melodies at the end of the song, but they start when the guy and the girl are like harmonizing. They're harmonizing in thirds. So they harmonize in thirds, which is very nice. It's nice and close together. It's very cozy. And then you go full tribal and you do open fifths. When they move up like that, it feels a lot more exposed and a lot more raw as well. The frequencies are much more raw too because they're further apart. And it's a good decision. It's a good decision. God, what a sound, man. That build up of like the same vocal line. Da, 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 just again and again and again and again. So good. I think they repeated it like 6 or 7 times and it was so good. They built on it subtly each time it builds. Not so that you're just completely overwhelmed, but that I think the intention is for you to just put your hands in your ears and go, and just kind of sway, just be with the music. You know, they're trying to get you into, the music, which is the point. Yeah. This was a banger. This was a real banger. I really enjoyed this. So first of all, guy-girl combo with guitar is like, I said husband and wife combo, but I don't know if they are actually husband and wife, but still, like, that combo is so effective to me. I'm such a sucker for that kind of genre, that little subgenre. It Had an Away by the Campfire vibe is so right, 100%. Absolutely true. Yeah, I felt Campfire vibes as well. I definitely did. And I think the reason you feel Campfire vibes is because a lot of the instruments that you use are campfireable instruments. So guitars, the drums are very exposed. It's not like a full kit. It's just like it's a tom on some of the rhythms, and there's vocals. There's a lot of vocal harmonies, a lot of choral melodies, and things like that. Yeah. So it was very. I don't know if it was fully acoustic, but it sounded acoustic, which is the point. If it sounds acoustic, then that's great. This was amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah. So, everyone's swaying, harmonizing, etc., such a vibe. Yes. That, especially that last part. You just kind of, that's what I said. Like, their whole point is for you to just do that. It's like they're teaching them how to sing it. And then and what helps it build is that there are more voices added to the chorus each time, which kind of symbolizes the fact that they've inspired more people to sing it with them. I imagine if these guys go live, I would definitely imagine them doing this song and getting the crowd to like slowly recite this line, like again and again and again. It would just be that spiritual experience. Like, it's incredible. To speak to the genre of guy-girl with guitar, Oh Wonder did this. We went to go see them live in Busan, I think it was, like last year sometime. They were electric. They were an absolutely amazing experience. And when they did a song called Hallelujah, which is one of my favorite songs of theirs, and they helped us to like sing along with us and stuff, and we did this whole thing with them. It was super cool, super cool. So yeah, damn, that was Inkpot Gods by The Amazing Devil. So there's one thing that I really just wish they had. I wish their voices were processed a little bit differently from the instruments, because sometimes they get swallowed. Like you can hear. So when this guy finishes his verse,
I will be the man my father never was.
so when he says was, I want to hear that was. That's the only teeny tiny gripe I have with this, is that I wish the voice was separated from the instruments so that you could, so that I could hear the lyrics a little bit better, especially when the voice like is playing at the same time as the instruments. Sometimes it does get swallowed a little bit, and that's nothing to do with the skill of the vocalist or the instrumentalist. It's to do with post-production, and it's just a taste thing. You don't have to not like that, and I don't necessarily dislike it. I think it serves its purpose. They might be doing it on purpose as well. There might be a reason for it, but for me, like, my taste is I would very much prefer to hear like a little bit more of the vocals. I don't know if that was possible with the way that they recorded it, because maybe they all recorded on like one mono thing, and then like all the instruments were there as well, and so they couldn't separate the tracks. But I don't know. But that was the one thing that I thought like was a little bit of a shame. But that's only to me. The song itself just continues to be a banger. I also really love the quality of their voice. Like the skill they have vocally is really, really impressive, especially when she comes in.
Turning inkpots 'cause they know what you'll become.
Like, that's so good. Listen. I think we all know what my favorite part of the song is. I think it's what your favorite part of the song is, except for like the big chorus part at the end. Like, just listen to this again. We're gonna run it back again, all right? It's too good. Are you ready?
It's just the trees waiting to hear what makes you. What you see.
So good, dude. That's such an inspired like way to have the word silence like take everything out of the instruments and then bring them back in. So cool. It's so obvious, right? Like, it's very you wouldn't think of it, but it is obvious. That's what I mean. I'm not saying it's obvious like I could have done it. I mean, like, it's obvious in the sense that like she's saying the word silence. So but it's such an obviously effective technique to use, and it hits, man. It really hits. It's also giving a movie montage, where people are slowly inspired to work together and help the protagonist. That's cool. I like that. That is a cool vibe. You know what it does? It's the same folk vibe as... I know what it is. I know what the song is, guys. I know what this song is. This is From Now On from The Greatest Showman. This is just From Now On. It's the same thing. You can't convince me otherwise. It's From Now On. That's so cool. Lovely. Yeah, musically, great grasp on what's going on. Lyrically, I was really like in tune with the lyrics and like the story that they were telling. Loved the choral knowledge as well. The harmonizations were always on point. The choir part at the end where they constantly build is just so good. Yeah, just really nice. Really, 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 really nice. Thank you, Arachizi. A banger of a request, as usual. Alrighty. I think it's just about time for us to call it quits today. I've analyzed 3 things. How about we do a lovely thing and just kind of for the second half of the song, we just vibe, right? Is everyone ready to vibe? Get your vibing hats on. Stay hydrated. A little hydration check for you again. And we're ready to go. Is it? I think it's raining a little bit outside. Interesting. All right, we're going to listen to this. We're going to do the second half of the song. Here we go.
I can hear him starting.
Wait, hang on, where is it?
Where I've gone.
Okay, there it is.
Me and me alone. And I can
Here we go.
Listen, if I don't make it back from where I
Everyone get ready.
loved you all along. If I don't make it back from where I've gone, just know I loved you all along.
It's such an easy melody to sing as well. It's very flowy, natural.
If I don't make it back from where I've gone, just know
Also, this note is a pedal point for it, right? You can do super cool. You can just do it the whole way. There you go. Here we go! Wow, this hits really hard the second time you listen to it, right? Like knowing what's coming, it's way more emotional. Okay, we're getting quieter. Camera pans up to the pine trees in the forest. Smoke and embers from the fire. And that's it. What a wonderful song. Lovely. 3 absolute bangers today. 3 great tracks from 3 great people. What a wonderful time it has been. I am so continually lucky to be able to be exposed to this kind of music and to be able to listen to it like this. Thank you for Incredible Billy from Alex, Incredible Ohio from Alpha, and Incredible Kumbaya from Arachizi. I really liked all of your requests. It was really nice. I could see this being put over a scene where the protagonist pulls their love interest into an impromptu dance while a montage of moments that cause them to fall in love plays. Ah! Ah! Why are you doing this to me? That's perfect. I want to watch a movie like that now. God damn it. It's a credit. It's when the saddest scene at the end of a D-list 2000s TV show, bless you, happens, like Supernatural, bless you, like Supernatural or Chuck or Smallville or like Heroes or the originals like Vampire Diaries, that kind of shit. Those series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've watched those series, you know they go feral for this kind of song. For this kind of music, they play it all the time. They love this music. And they play it during the sad moments to make you cry. This is how I discovered Lord Huron and folk music in America. Like, American folk music was my... Like, that was the originals. Lord Huron and, like, the Night We Met. That was the first time that I heard that. It's great. That whole album is amazing. Lord Huron is an amazing artist. You should go listen to them. Yeah, great picks all around, yeah. Don't ever use incredible to describe something about Ohio near me ever again. Have you been there before, or are we just all dogging on it like it's just the ass end of the universe? I'm sorry for people who are from Ohio. Like, I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's a meme. It actually sort of works like a montage for the album because it's one of the last songs. Oh, cool. They have some motives from previous songs. It's literally just the album's montage. That's why we think montage vibes. That's so cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. What a way to end things as well. Both lyrically and musically, it works like a conclusion. Yeah, it feels like one. It really does. Yeah, that's lovely. That's so accurate. I know. I just know the genre as well, man. I know the 2000 TV genre. Ohio and Michigan have just, or is that a rivalry? Ah, okay. Ohio word looks like a tractor. Ohio. That upsets me. That was very upsetting to read. Why? You're so right, but also, like, shut up, God. I can't read Ohio the same way anymore. Ohio had... bed looks like a bed as well. Whoa, cool. Ohio has somehow become the butt end of the universe. That's a win. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to them, man. I don't know. Hang on, I'm grabbing an arm. There you go. Don't pull the middle finger at me, that's rude. And they have corn, I think. That's the only two things I know. Ohio has corn. That's how I learned my lowercase b and d. Really? Like bed? Oh, that's a cool way of learning it. Yeah. Nice. Arm here one. Arm one. Very good. Alrighty. I think we're gonna say goodbye because it is almost 12. We've been keeping it a buck and staying with shorter streams so that I can handle myself mentally. The next time we see each other will be in exactly 48 hours from now, where we do Saturday morning stream. I can't remember what we have planned. I think it's a media discussion. We're going to be talking about everything Star Wars, everything like, we're going to be doing cool stuff. We're going to be talking about media. And then Saturday evening we'll be doing politics. And basically, if you want to know what's coming up for the three of you that are still here, Saturday morning, like I said, so media discussion with Star Wars is basically just anything that you want. It's any other media that you've seen. If I've seen it, or even if I haven't, you can hop in the Discord and talk about it, and we can talk about themes and stuff. It's basically just analyzing media that you've seen recently, talk about what it's like, and things like that. And then on Saturday evening, it will be essentially if you need a refresher course on developments in the Middle East right now, and an idea on like how the politics is going on in there. I'm going to be researching it together with you, and we can learn about it together. That's what's going to happen on Saturday evening. We get to learn about that. So that is what's happening on the weekend. But for now, I shall love you, and I shall leave you. Oh, God. Thank you all so much for being here once again. It's now almost 12. It's 11:49 here in the morning in South Korea. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence. Stay hydrated. Be kinder to yourself than you are currently being. I will see you on Saturday when we do it all over again. Media analysis coming up. Take care of yourselves. Thank you once again for a wonderful music analysis. See you next time. Oh, the corn belt. That's interesting. Makes the corn sweat, makes the whole of the Midwest that much more humid. Corn sweat? Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Goodbye.